Before I ever knew how to play, the artwork of Magic the Gathering drew me into the card game, to the world, and to the characters. And today we're going to be looking at the top 10 best pieces of art that were printed in 1993, the first year that Magic the Gathering came out. Now today there's secret layers, extended art, alternate art, and all types of different frames that you can collect or play with. The game continues to push boundaries on what is possible for a Magic the Gathering card. There was plenty in the past that still holds up today. This list, of course, is subjective. If you have a card that I forgot or missed, please share in the comments below what your favorite card art is from 1993. It was painful to just pick out 10, but I went with what I thought was right, and let's take a look at the best art from 1993. Starting out the list at number 10 is Animate Dead. I just absolutely love the skeletons exploding out of the ground and onto the battlefield with a mysterious wizard in the background summoning them. I think this actually is the definitive version of this card still today. Some of the new artwork has definitely gone for similar themes, but I don't think they ever just nailed the use of the black and the white and the red colors and the theme of this original art. Number 9 on the list is War Elephant from Arabian Nights. Now, certainly not an iconic creature from the time period, but the art is really beautiful. I love the watercolor style to it, the 3 colors of brown making up the savanna in the background, and again a beautiful elephant right in the foreground. Also notable that the artist has only ever done this artwork for Magic the Gathering. I know that the autographs are hard to come by, and there's been, of course, many other takes on elephants in the Magic universe, but there's something about the simplicity of the original that really stands out to me. Number 8 is Nether Shadow. Certainly, probably, I've always thought one of the creepier, scarier black cards in the alpha set. Here, just a simple multi-shade orange background with a ghost that you could see through. Now, a 1/1 isn't too scary, but knowing that he could be coming out of a graveyard or he's lurking around in a graveyard ready to come back out, it's just a wonderful combination of flavor and artwork, and Nether Shadow makes the list. Number 7 on the list needs no introduction. It's Juzam Jin, one of the most iconic pieces of artwork ever created for Magic the Gathering. This creature was used heavily in the 90s and is still used quite often in the old school format today. Here you see the evil Juzam holding this poor guy. Was this guy at the wrong place at the wrong time? Did he just rub a magic lamp? Who knows? But he is coming face to face with one of the most terrifying creatures ever created for Magic. It's Juzam Jin. And that brings us to number 6, Abu Jafar from Arabian Nights. This artwork has always stood out to me when I'm flipping through the Arabian Nights set. I even bought a playmat of this artwork, which you'll see on the channel in certain videos. But I just love this seedy guy. I mean, what is he up to? Where is he going? Well, we don't know. What is he doing at the Taj Mahal, or we'll say a building inspired by the Taj Mahal in this universe? Ken Meyer Jr., of course, has some other very famous artwork from this time period, like Guardian Beast, but I think Abu Jafar is his best work. And in the middle slot at number 5, it's Darkpact by Quentin Hoover. I just love that this card invokes kind of the early 90s fantasy genre to me. I think the purple and black contrast really well, and just this image of a woman conjuring some type of spell from a gauntlet. It's a shame the card, I don't think, has ever been used or is not used, because you have to be playing for ante, and no one really plays like that. And we're staying with Quentin Hoover for number 4. It's Vesuvan Doppelganger. Again, this card, just the high art fantasy elf, the way the card is symmetric on both sides, it always stood out to me. And I don't know if I'm the only one, but I envision that she's holding the ball from Icy Manipulator and that it had some type of special power, but maybe not. Number 3 is Mind Twist. Has there ever been artwork that so invokes the emotion you feel when your opponent plays a card. That feeling of despair, that feeling of I had the perfect card in my hand and you get it, your whole hand discarded all at once. This card is so powerful, and it feels even dirty using it sometimes against your opponent. But again, there's the black and the red background with a person on their knees. I mean, this could be number one. I absolutely love this art, although I have mixed feelings about the card itself. This is truly iconic. I know they've done one other artwork, which is also quite good, from the Masterpiece series, but nothing will top the original art on Mind Twists. And I struggled with the number 2 spot, but ultimately gave it to Wheel of Fortune. I mean, this is probably the card I think about when I think about Magic in 1993. Again, the artwork going with the card mechanics so well. You spin the wheel, and there's plenty of times when I've won with this card and lost with this card. Of course, you never know what your opponent's going to get. I love kind of the pagan vibe of the artwork, of this hooded figure in the woods somewhere, spinning the wheel to determine your fate. It's just one of my all-time favorite arts. And I always wondered if the artist here was drawing the similar figure as Library of Lang. Again, in my head, I always connect some of the cards together. I wonder if it was the person from the library going out to do their craft in the woods, but just a truly beautiful card. It's probably one of my favorite cards that I own from this period. I'd love to have a beta version, black border, one day, on the wish list for sure. And the number one best artwork from 1993, hands down, is Amy Weber's Time Walk. Again, if you had to draw artwork of time, I don't know what I would create, but certainly these figures here, you have both their flesh and their skeletons, maybe invoking the full life cycle of a human or this being with a clock on its face. You have, their figures are in outer space with kind of like a Stonehenge object in the background. This is one that I would honestly buy a print of this to put in my room or my office. It's really, really stunning, and I've spent probably more time looking at this art than any other artwork from the time period. Certainly Black Lotus is the most well-known card, but I think Amy Weber hit it out of the park with Time Walk. The following year, in 1994, Amy Weber would have things like Armageddon Clock and Time Elemental, both standouts and very memorable artwork. In 1995, her Ice Age Icy Manipulator, which many people probably remember from when they were young, and it was this very popular version of Icy Manipulator, would come out. But Time Walk is the top of the top. I think if this card came out today in 2023 or in a modern set, it would still be considered one of the best artworks of the year, and so Amy Weber takes our top spot. Thank you everyone for watching. If you want more 1990s Magic the Gathering content, please subscribe to the channel or leave a comment below.